Good morning, everyone. I have a question for you this morning. Have any of you ever been in a band? Well, if you've ever been in the band at school under the direction of Mr. Curtis, you'll know that Mr. Curtis has these score sheets in front of him, and he knows exactly when the clarinets are supposed to come in and when the first trumpet is supposed to enter and what the percussionist is supposed to be doing. He sees all this, he sees what's happening, and everyone has the right time to act. If you don't come in at the right time, the song just isn't going to work out right, and he'll stop you and say, okay, let's start this again. Well, Mr. Curtis, believe it or not, is kind of like God in that way. Now, God has good timing down to a science. Sometimes we feel like that eager beaver on the trumpet who just wants to enter, all the time and be the soloist. The reality is God has his own idea. God has the score sheet and knows the right time for everybody to enter and knows the right time for prayers to be answered and for things to happen. Sometimes we want our prayers to be answered right now and in the way that we want. Like that eager trumpeter wants to get into the song right now and be the loudest one and the center of attention. Well, God has different plans sometimes. God has God's timing, and God's timing isn't always our timing. So let's remember that God answers our prayers, but not always in the way that we would expect, maybe not always in the way that we would want. Maybe it's not going to be answered right now in this particular way, but God always answers our prayers, and God has the whole orchestra score sheet in front of him and knows when things should happen. So let's today pray for patience and insight, and especially trust that the director of the orchestra knows what he's doing. God bless you, St. Thomas Aquinas, and have a great day.